Hello everybody, I'm back with a new video and my hair is all nice and red. Well, it's not that red anymore, but it's still a little color. So, I just got done reading this book called Rainbow Rowell. Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, sorry. And, I'm kind of like doing this new thing where it's like, is this book worth the rage? And at first I thought this book would be worth the rage because I thought most of the characters were super annoying, a pain in the ass, and I didn't like the main character, Kath, for a while. But then slowly, like after a few chapters, I got to get to know her as a person and as a character, and I got to know the characters better, and it's really not that bad. So, what's the story? It's about this girl named Kath who has a twin sister named Ren, and they were huge fans of a book series called Simon Snow, which is basically their version of Harry Potter, yet later on in the series they mention Harry Potter in it. Anywho, so Ren and Kath, they were really tight and they had a huge fandom with the Simon Snow series. And Kath has been writing this fanfiction called Carry On, which I'm not gonna lie, makes me think of the song Carry On by what band it's from, but it's basically like, carry on my wayward son, there'll be peace when you are done, don't you cry no more. Yeah, every time I read the word carry on, I couldn't help but think of that song. It drove me crazy. But anywho, so Kath and Ren, they're kind of like being separated, and Kath is very worried because she's afraid Ren doesn't really want to be her sister anymore, even though that's a little impossible. And then she's worried because her dad kind of is a little cuckoo in the mind and isn't really good at taking care of himself. So Kath is a little bit worried about her future. And some things I can relate to it, some I can't. Like, one, I can kind of relate to being an introvert. I am a bit of an introvert. And I kind of understand the feeling of wanting to be close to somebody that feels like they're far away. I don't have any siblings, but I do have very close friends of mine where I don't really want to lose them, and I'm afraid I'm going to lose them someday. But I have a little hope in me, and I think that's what Kath had. A little hope that maybe she and Ren can get well. And she has this tough-ass roommate named Reagan, and she has her ex-boyfriend, who she's still friends with, named Levi. And at first I thought Levi was a little bit annoying like Reagan, but as I kept on reading on, they're not that bad. And Levi ended up having a huge crush on Kath. And Kath didn't really think he liked her because he was always hanging out with Reagan, and Reagan had multiple boyfriends in the story. So Kath slowly started liking Levi, and they eventually kiss. And then they start dating, and one of the things that's been going on badly in her life is that Ren is always drinking. She's always hanging out with other friends, and her dad isn't mentally well in the head, so she's always worried about him. And apparently, their mother, who they haven't seen since they were 8, starts talking to them. Talking to Ren at least about their lives, and yeah, it was a whole heck of a lot for Kath, and Kath is failing her fiction writing class, and she's not doing very well in it because she's so focused on her fanfiction Carry On. And I'm not gonna lie, one of the bad things about this book is that I don't think Kath is a very good writer. And don't get me wrong, I know when a writer first starts writing, their first pieces of work are kind of crappy. And I get it. Fanfiction isn't always that good. Yes, there's plenty of awesome fanfiction out there. There's kinky, there's funny, there's dramatic. You can find good fanfiction, but some fanfiction just kind of sucks. And some of that fanfiction is just two characters that you don't think would ever get together, kind of banging each other. And that's kind of how Carry On was. And maybe that's why I didn't like it. And also I didn't really think it was a very good story, and also we have these annoying moments in the book where it takes after every chapter there's a paragraph or a sentence about Simon Snow, this fake book in this this book, but I actually did some research, and apparently Rainbow Rowell did write a book called Carry On, written by her, and I don't know if it's like the first book to a series, or if it's literally Kath's writing of Carry On, just with more detail and depth. I don't know, but it does. I read some bits of it in this book, and it sucks. I don't think Kath is a very good writer, but honestly, I think most of the story was enjoyable. Just the first couple chapters and just the carry-on parts and some Snow parts were kind of boring, and I didn't really like it. And also, I couldn't really grasp her fangirlness of how much she loved this series, because it's a fake series. It's not real. Well, kind of is, kind of not, but it would feel so much better if it was from a natural series. And all Rainbow Rowell could have done was probably ask the company of whatever she wanted to make her character fangirl over, and ask, hey, can I make this girl fangirl over this person? Unless it's somebody dead like Shakespeare. I don't care, make a fangirl over Shakespeare, just make it real, for crying out loud. But is it really worth the rage? Is this book worth the rage of a bad book? I don't think it's a bad book. I just see it as having some bad parts. And the characters are cool once you get past some of the quirks. But every character has quirks. And another thing I liked about the book is that they do bring up her mom. Like, there's a scene with her mom, and you think that she would change into a better person, that she's really sweet. But apparently, Kath had every right to hate her mom. Because Red was talking to her mom, but Kath didn't want anything to do with her. And we actually saw, I'm not going to give too much away, but we did see that Kath's mom is kind of rude and kind of a bitch. So I want to add that, but in my opinion, I don't really think Fangirl is a bad book. It just has some poor parts of it, mainly the Simon Snow shit. But yeah, that's my opinion, guys. Peace.